Dennis, Janet, Lionel, Rayang, Anthony. Good morning to Jerry. All right, guys, good morning to all of you. Okay, all right. All right, let me just get myself all ready for this morning. Almost there. We are mad rush this morning. I have meetings since early in the morning, as you can see on Facebook. Yeah, there's some sound going on. Oh, yeah. Okay, all right, let's start our morning MAO right now. Okay, let's go. Okay, today is the 6th of April 2022. Today is Wednesday. Good morning to you once again. All right, again, this is really incredible. It's a great time to do this once again. All right, now this morning, by about 4:30 a.m., I've been receiving messages. Yes, 4:30 a.m., I began to receive messages. Well, a good chunk of people are congratulating me because they know that we were calling for sell yesterday and the market came off. The Nasdaq dropped almost 2% last night. All right, and that was something that I have reminded people to be very careful on the Nasdaq. And throughout in the group chat itself, we keep on reminding people to be very careful on Nasdaq because I said already, we are very near to a market sell-off because the Federal Reserve most likely will actually stem in stronger with their interest rates and of course with the reduction of their balance sheet. And I said this already, the one index that will get hit will be the Nasdaq counters. All right, Nasdaq. So once again, proven right. All right, yesterday the Nasdaq came off, and who was leading this charge? Now, honestly, everybody was expecting Baller. Because Baller have been very vocal. But we also noticed that whenever initially when Baller came in, there was some impact, yeah, there was some impact. But after that, it's all right. I think that he loses that. So last night it came from her, Breno. Now she is the actual person. She was basically second one in line to be the next federal chief. All right. So of course, eventually Biden chose this Jerome Powell, and do note, she is even more dovish than Jerome Powell, more dovish. So when she came out and say things like, most likely the Federal Reserve has to step up their reduction of balance sheet, right? Well, that really shook the market. I'll come to that more in detail. Yep. Then of course, now the thing is this, Deutsche Bank, right? Deutsche Bank came in, became the first investment bank to downgrade US and expect a potential recession to come for US as early as 2023. So that again, bring the market lower. And I've been telling you this, I'm very confident to tell you that next year itself, there will be a recession. And I've been saying this for the longest of time, but of course, as usual, when the market is down, people remembers it. But when the market is up, right, everybody just throw it away, and some even become very critical on certain things. So to me, that's how life goes, yeah. All right, then of course, what we have is this hold on. Good. All right, and of course, very important thing will be this position now for Russia. Now today we talk about the Russia war a little bit more, but there's something now even crazier is happening in Russia. Because now there's one country must make a decision. And that country, obviously, you know, right? It will be China. All right. China will have to make a decision in the market, right? Because China is now forced by EU to make a position here itself. This is very, very scary. All right. So guys, get your friends to come in right now and let them join this morning MAO. They'll definitely love today's segment because Federal Reserve really seems to want to crash the stock market. Okay, they really want to crash the stock market. So I'll come to that in a short while time. Okay, let's go. Now, do note once again, disclaimer apply as usual. My job is to give you the best of whatever I see in the market. Your job is to make your call in the market. Okay, this one is very important. Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. So now let's look at the joke of Wall Street once again, right? Look at the joke of the day. You can see now the bulls are actually asking Federal Reserve for help. All right, because the bear seems to be charging in. Okay, honestly, I have this picture a long time ago, but I didn't feel it was the right time to show this picture. But last night, whatever happened, it is well done picture for this. You can see now the bears are coming in with the pitchforks, the fires, and they are getting pissed off because they've been being beaten down for the last 13 years. Now, of course, the bulls now are getting worried because if this is going to be happening and if Federal Reserve close the door on them, then the bulls will have to make a decision. And of course, the decision could be taking profit. Yeah. So this is why I am now informing you guys to be very careful from April this month till probably end of the month, because I'm pretty confident that right by mid-May itself, right, when the things come in, there will be more trouble. But usually the market will not wait until then they sell. They will actually sell from now. All right. So okay. All right. So that's what's happening right now. All right. Okay. So first of all, yesterday with my Stone students, I was telling them to look to buy some VIX. Yes, I told them say VIX now is a very good price. You can consider to buy some VIX. So let me ask you guys now, whether have you bought VIX? All right, Ray Young, I like my beef medium rare. Same here, I also like that, but I'm not taking beef for longest a while. Okay, guys, what do you think? Have you bought VIX yesterday? Now, yesterday I was pretty vocal. I said that if you want to buy something yesterday and you're not too comfortable with anything else, just buy some VIX. Did you buy it? Okay, I can see that King Hua, he has bought it. All right, anybody else? I bought VIX yesterday. Now, VIX didn't go up a lot yesterday, but the point is this, rather than you just shoot and don't know what to do with it as well, right? I have shared with my own students and what they can look out for. And of course, I give them the reason for buying. I was very structured with the reasoning. And I tell you that, right, the downside risk kind of limited, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's take a look at the VIX right now. Okay, the VIX now, you can see is up by almost 13%, 13%, yeah, one single day VIX jump up by 13%, 13.25%. That's pretty decent because when we bought it itself was about 18 to 19, all right? For those who use AIMS, it's about 20, 21, all right? So this is how it is now. Yesterday, one movement itself is up by 13%. Now, I'm pretty confident using this to take a look right now, using the spot VIX, yeah, I'm pretty confident that right we should be able to see 24 in the near term. All right, but my ultimate target this time round is still looking at about 38 to 42 level. Okay, I'm still looking at that. So of course, to let that happen, you need to have the market really coming off at a very alarming speed, like what we saw recently back in February. So of course, many people say that how can that be? The market's full of buyers and stuff like that. I say, yeah, I agree with you, but if the Federal Reserve is the one coming into the picture, things may actually really change. Okay, so that's the reason why, to me, is if the last 13 years the bulls are making money because of Federal Reserve, then obviously now if Federal Reserve change their position, it will be very silly for you to stick on with the current position. You understand my point? Because the one that made you rich previously now will be the one that's going to make you poor if you happen to stand against them. So that's my reason why I share with students to look at VIX. So congratulations to you, Anthony, Dennis, Alex. Good job. Well done. How about the rest of my students? If you profited from VIX yesterday, I'd like to hear from you guys. Okay. Okay, so this is the VIX one. Okay, over here and clear it up. All right. Okay, now the thing is this, just to let you know, we have our big event coming up itself, and that's on the 24th of April, 22 on a Sunday. All right, on a Sunday. Now the event will start at 9:30 a.m. where the registration will start, and then there'll be door gifts given out to you. Yes, door gifts given out to you, and it's a pretty nice door gift. And it will be at Holiday Inn Hotel at Orchard. Okay. Now the thing is this, do note you have to bring a friend down, or you won't access. Okay, you need to bring a friend down on that day to come together, and you need to register first. If you do not register first, you will not be allowed to come in also. Now the registration is going to start very soon. So when you are registering it itself, right, you will get a QR code, and that code itself is for you to register when you come with it. So if you do not bring that code over, you will not be able to enter. Yes, Because this time around, we are pretty confident that we may have more than expected number of people coming in. Because now the pre registration, right, has already hit about 40% already. That means that people, our friends around us, students, and people who put I want to join the last 2 times, we already calculated with about 40% already. Oh my God. Thank you guys for all the strong support. Yeah, we haven't even go to the public yet itself. Sorry, we haven't go to the students level yet. So that's why this event itself is going to be very, very important. Now, there will be lots of stuff going to be shared with you on that day. So watch out for the registration. It likely itself will come out early either this weekend or early next week. Okay, but make sure you give a time slot open. Right, 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. and in between itself, we will provide you with very nice refreshments. Okay, so this one, do not miss this event. Yeah, this is really an event not to be missed. Okay, all right. So I'm going to give a thing here itself. If you have not registered yet and you will want to come with a friend, I'll give you an avenue now. Key the word I want to join. I want to join, and then you put it there. All right. Now our guys have already been collecting your data already. If you haven't contacted us, we haven't contacted you yet, give us some time. We're still trying to do this ASAP. All right. But the thing is this: if you receive text message from us itself, right? Do take note itself, right? You have to bring a friend with you so that you can come and register for this event. Now, this event is very important. You have to bring a friend, okay? All right, okay? Make sure you do that. Okay, let's go. Oh, sorry. Okay, so what we have today is we saw yesterday the ISM non-manufacturing PMI is about the same figure, so nothing much changed yesterday. But today itself, we will have the crude oil inventories, and we expect the forecast to be negative number, which is likely will happen. Yeah. Then tomorrow, okay, which is later part of today, which is next morning during the wee hours, we have the FOMC meeting minutes. Okay, it's going to come out at 2 a.m. Singapore time. So at 2 a.m. Singapore time, we will have the minutes. And if let's say the minutes do diverge out any numbers that is like beyond the market expectation, this is going to shake the market from 2 a.m. Yeah. So watch out for this. Really, this tonight, later tonight, okay, in the morning period, this is going to be a big one. Okay. All right. I'll tell you more about this. And of course, the initial jobless claim at Thursday, we're expecting a flat figure. And of course, if the number goes higher than 200,000, this is going to really make the market think twice. Okay. Be careful. Yeah. Now, do note the numbers did show there's a little bit of uptick last week. Yeah, a little bit of uptick last week. So that shows that there's a bit of concern here. If the economy is not doing that well and interest rate has to go up regardless, all right, then the market will likely go into the word called stagflation. Yeah, that's something that we really don't want to happen. Now you can see that the Dow Jones was pretty flat in the morning, doesn't move much, okay? Then after that, it began to fizzle out, especially the last 2 hours. But of course, the main driver was when Brennan came in to speak about it, and the market just dropped 200 points straight away. But Brennan, as I said, she has been saying this, but yesterday was a bit more touchy because we do know the Federal minutes coming out tomorrow. So maybe she already share some hidden to people like us. And of course, people like us, we already know that there could be some selling coming in and we shorted the market just before this thing happened, right? So once again, guys, joining Trade with the Boys, the benefit is you're going to get a lot of goodies from us. And actually for me, I do a lot of reading. I will be able to share with you lots of stuff during the class itself or actually during the day-to-day. All right, every day to day, I will put up some calls here and there. And of course, students can see that. Yep, okay. So the Dow Jones lost 200 points last night as the Nasdaq dropped 2% as investors fear the Fed rate hikes will slow the economy. Now, without a doubt itself, definitely by when you rates, anytime when the Federal Reserve hike the rates, right, there will be a temporary stopping of the economy. That is for sure. Because when cost increases, naturally it's all right. Revenue will be hit. Okay, this is pretty clear. So now the thing is this. Brennan, all right, indicated that the central bank could take a more aggressive approach to its tightening policy. All right, so what is happening right now is this, because when the Fed does do the hiking campaign, investors will take less risk. I mean, they will not borrow as much money and they will not use that money to buy stocks. Now, previously, it's all right, there's a lot of share buyback program, but apparently now the last 3 months, the numbers have dwelled down quite a fair bit. Yeah, dwelled down quite a fair bit. Okay, so right now it's actually one of the more dovish federal members says that they really need to shrink the balance sheet. Now, from a lady who is very more dovish, now says this speaks volume. Yeah, and of course with her comments straight away, the 10-year yields jumped by 2 to 2.56%. That is the highest level ever. Let me just bring it to you the chart right now. Yeah, give me a moment. Okay, let's look at the yield level now. As we can take a look here. Oh, it's even higher now. My God. Wow, it's already 2.616 already. Now that means that it's even higher today as we're speaking right now. So yesterday, yes indeed, yesterday it closed at about 2.551 around there. And this morning it continued to climb, and we are very, very near to the technical point that I mentioned, which is here, the 2.62%, which is a 7.786 level. Now that means that, right, if this is across the 0.786, we are going to see this number all the way up to as much as 3%. Oh my goodness. All right, now this is going to be really crazy, because this was where it is before the pandemic time itself. Okay, so we are going back there. But the thing is that our economy itself is nowhere near in a way. So that is a problem. All right. So guys, get yourself prepared. Things may get really dicey as time goes by up. So you can see right now, this is how the market has recovered from the bottom recently, and all the way it's moving upwards. This can be done. And if actually the things continue, it will be crazier. So let's look at the market first for today to just review what we had done yesterday. So first of all, we know that the KSI was green in color. So we do expect some buying interest first, which the Dow Jones initially opens and trade higher. But after that itself, when the market turns down below the pivot, we all know that with the market cross above pivot, it's always a buy. When market cross below a pivot, it's always a sell. Let's take a look. So the market was ding-donging sideways for most of it. And then when it goes up itself, you see a few green dots here. Now, when you see green dots on the chart, that means that the market is informing you there could be big movement coming soon. It'll be this way or this way. So the market chose the downside first. The market came off. Then the best part is this: when it came down all the way here, the system itself automatically calculated KTR -1. And the low of the day at that very point itself is actually KTR -1. It is to the point of ridiculous accuracy, because the day low at that point and our KTR -1 was the same number. So which means that, right, the market actually knows our number, or we know the market's number. All right. And incredibly straight away, the market jumped, hit the level, went past opening price and went all the way up itself. So by right, it is a buy over here when the market crossed the pivot 1. Which it went up a bit more. It went up by at least another 100 points, about there. And then a star appeared. In the star appear, you need to draw the high and the low. And you can see that now very clearly. As long as the market stays below the support level, it will be a sell. And indeed, it really, really happened. So once again, students of mine, if they follow the script, they know what I tell them what to do, they would have made money yesterday. Yeah? Not an easy day, but definitely one of those days we can just follow and make money. Okay, you must be fast and nimble too, that's for sure. All right, how about gold yesterday? Now, gold yesterday was pretty down. It was down because we can see that the market again rejected the MA30 once again. And okay, and of course, the market, when it comes down itself, right, the KSI is green. So the downside will be half limited. Yeah. So let's take a look what happened yesterday. Let's take a look. So very almost identical. The market was ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, and then when the market comes down, it purposely went down to the MLP. All right, and also went below KTR -1. And beautifully, the bomb was there at the bottom. You draw two lines at the high and the low. Okay, and you can see that. Wow, look at the kid price to stardom, right? And of course, on the downside, it's also almost the same. Okay, now at that point itself, right? People was asking here, how do we trade this one? So the bomb you draw, so you enter over here, right? Then after that, when the star appears, you draw two lines, and this is where you exit over here, right? Pretty simple. All you do is just follow the system. You should be able to make some money, right? Okay, so let's go into some news right now. This is a news caption from, again, the Taiwan news site. Now you take a look itself, right? Look at these are the bodies that's available, that is actually laid on the road. Now, the reason for doing that is because apparently it's done by the Russian, according to the sources, yeah? Done by the Russian. Now, why they do that is because they want the tank to do allow tank to go through this road, and also want to show, and try to hold down the troops. But the scary thing is this. The scary thing is this, according to sources, not what I say, sources, yeah? They say that they actually, beneath the bodies, they put the mines, the dynamites. So when people go over and flip the body, right, to see whose body it is and stuff like that, right, the bomb will just explode. So because of that itself, right, it's inhumanitarian, because why? The body is dead and you still utilize it for weapons. So now this actually G's off a lot of countries right now, and let's make Russia in a very, very bad light. But of course, Russia came out and said, no, I never did this. Someone has tried to be funny here. But the problem is, based on the CCTV and stuff like that, right, it very seems to be that the bodies were left on purpose by the Russian. I'll give you an example. Because prior to that itself, when the drone was flying over, there were no bodies, okay? Then after that, right, there were bodies. Then that was whereby on a later stage, then the Ukrainian troops came back. So when the Ukrainian troop was coming back itself, right, the bodies were already there. So it's not them done it on purpose, yeah, because based on the satellite images. So that means that, right, these bodies purposely placed on the purpose, because look at the way it put it so uniform, right? So pretty sure that it's done with a reason, yeah. Now, because of that, now China is involved with this, because now China has to make a decision. So China is all right, Wang Yi, right, went to have a talk. All right, and to talk with the Ukrainian, and obviously it's all right. The main gist of the talk is to see which side is China on, and of course after a while they know that, right, they have to make a position, because now they initially said they stand in a neutral position, but you cannot stand neutral position, okay, when everybody is standing in one side. So now the thing is, it's very clear that very, very near term China has to make a final decision to see which side they understand, and of course at the moment now doesn't make sense to do it to go on the Russia side, right? Because why? Money. So you can see that, right, Xi Jinping keep on coming out and say, don't fight, it's not right, but don't do this, don't do that, but the market is not buying it. People are saying very simple, okay, you either take the Russian side or you take the Ukrainian side, simple as that. If you actually do the Russian side, then of course the rest of the whole world has a right to do sanction on you. So that is why now China is now basically having a bit of problem here. All right, so this is, you can see that this is another scene whereby you can see Xi Jinping is being questioned by the EU, and look at the face of this EU people. They are really finding fault. These are not even a conversation or a dialogue. It's more like an interview. All right. So what happened is this. Now you must understand that for this, when they do with this, when they do business with EU countries, right? Every day itself, right? Every day you can make as much as $2 billion worth of transaction versus 400 million with this Russia. So of course 2 billion versus 40 million, 400 million is really very big difference, yeah. So because of that, now the Chinese has to make a decision, all right. And of course, if they make the wrong one, things will really start on them. So that's why you understand why now in this picture you can see Xi Jinping, although it's a towering figure, but this time around they're in serious trouble. You can see this is their expression, and you can see that the two chaps that's representing EU are really going for it, yeah. So all this speaks volume about the current situation in China, and now their front yard is burning, their backyard is also burning at the same time. Because why? Now we have their COVID ongoing in Shanghai, and really I have called my friend, and it is very bad over there itself. Just that probably in a few more days they can get out. So let's see how it goes. All right, so important market news for us for today. Let's take a look. So IPO deals in China and Hong Kong slump as Omicron cases jump. All right, obviously with the virus ongoing, it's undeniable there will be lesser companies, listing. Now the last time we saw was heavy listing in this. Okay, my mouse has some issue here. Oh, sorry. Okay. So now the thing is this, this now has dropped quite a fair bit, yeah? So let's see how it goes later this month. Now, Russia debt default prospect resurface as US blocks bond payment. Yes, indeed, undeniable. US is refusing it to use the money that they held with US financial institution. So as long as the US financial institution don't release the money, then Russia will have to find a way to pay back. All right. And not everyone will like to buy the rubles. So this is where a problem comes in. All right. So you can see right now that deadline is for today, and US Treasury is not allowed to make any dollar debt payment, okay, from the Russian government accounts. And it seems that Putin will need to really think hard and long for this. Now, Putin now is in the very catch-22 position. He knows that his soldiers are losing this battle. He knows that the US forces are all coming in. He knows that his good friend in South China is not able to support him. So he's not in a very deep position. Yeah. Okay, this is something that you must take note. All right, now at the same time now, while things are moving crazy, Saudi Arabia out of nowhere decided to hike oil prices. My God, prices are already so high, he purposely coming to hike more. So now those who have pumped their gas last 2 days, you are safe. But those who just haven't pumped yet, then maybe this price will actually hit us. So Saudi Arabia raises oil prices for customers in all regions as Russia invasion of Ukraine continues to reverberate through the market. Yeah, so it's something to watch out for. Okay, so let's see how the crude oil performed yesterday. Okay, so you can see that the crude oil now is holding itself very tightly with this moving average. Let's take a look. SMA 50, yeah, the market is holding it like it. Okay, so now if the market hold enough, all right, and cross past the equator, they'll be good. But if the market doesn't cross over, there will be some serious trouble. Yeah. Okay, so my point is this. Okay, activists. All right, so you can see right now that this is the crude oil momentum in the near term. Yeah, so we can see a potential 110 and a 94. Okay, all right, these are the range for it. Okay, so let's have some alternate market news for this morning. Let's take a look. So you can see that, Bryner wants the balance sheet to be tapered off at a rapid speed. Bryner says that, now this is important because you need to do that and tighten the monetary policy. If not, the inflation will go beyond your control. And she says that, I expect the balance sheet to shrink considerably more rapidly than in the previous recovery. So the last time recovery, the market took about 18 months to 20 months to get everybody around me to be having this movement, and now we can see that it's happening again. So look at it now. She's saying that given the recovery is considered stronger and faster than the previous cycle, they expect that the balance sheet to be considerably rapidly shrink. So the last time when they shrink it in 2017 to 2019, they shrink about nearly, if I'm not wrong, about $700 billion, and the market instantly reacted with a 25% drop. So this time round, last time they actually do a $50 billion roll off. Okay, meaning they just taper at 50 at 50 billion. But this time around, the market is seemingly expecting it to be going at least double. Because why? Because the last time itself was only like $4 to $5 trillion in the system, but now it's almost 10 trillion, and this number will only go higher. All right, so this is actually very scary. Yeah. Okay. Now Deutsche Bank becomes the first bank to actually cause USA into a recession. And I told you, Deutsche Bank wants US to foresee US will have a negative growth, and it will end up with the usual things to do, and of course then things will change. So there's something here. Now Deutsche says that the inflation trending is at 8% now, and that will push the Federal Reserve into aggressive things to go. Now this is very clear. If your rating is at 8%, this is more or less it's going to be pretty bad. Yeah. So for the inflation be 8%, that means that whatever you're spending now itself, you have to pay more. So this is something moderate, by the way. Yeah? If the economy is going to hit big hit next month onwards, okay, all these things is all possible. Really, it's all very possible. So now that's why you can see now the distribution of S&P 500 buyback blackout. Well, that means that you're supposed to buy back the shares, but not no longer. You can see now, right, the first quarter client buyback percentage has dropped rather significantly, and it actually came off from 2019 and 2021. All right, and now we have here right here it's 2022, and the numbers is showing that the numbers are lesser than expected. All right, so this is where things will have to really look at it, and you can see over here as well, this is not a good sign. So if the market is behaving like this, be careful, yeah. So now you can see that this is the very interesting chart whereby I got it from online. Now the one in red is actually the inflation, but they mostly inverse it just to show you the back. All right, you can see over here as well, whenever the interest rate is going down, okay, going up, sorry, interest going up, usually the stock market will crumble, right? The stock market will crumble, all right? But now what do we see here? There's a quick changeover, whereby now the stock market blasts up instead, but the so-called battery life is given. So this is whereby things get interesting. One moment we'll get nine rate hikes. Here itself, we're talking about recession. So what is what? Which is which? I think that this is going to happen. First of all, the US will get another 50 basis point on this in May, sorry. And the US stock market, well, before that itself, right, will go into a little what they call self lockdown a little bit. And then after that, right, when the interest rates start to go in the market, then of course things get more expensive. So what you have to do is no choice, you have to pay for it and stuff like that. So that's why you can see now, right, the stock market suddenly just went crazy since March this year, just buy all the way up to sell down. This basically means that, right, if any time the market continues to go down lower, then of course the money is not well spent. All right, so what do you think the stocks are thinking of? All right, they are really crazy bunch of people. Well, it is possible. All right, it's really possible. Okay, so traders just take note of that. Very, very important. So now let's look at what happened. If let's say the Federal Reserve is to draw money out from the system. Now this was where it draw the money out. Okay, look at the way it draw. Okay, very nice. They got like this happening. Then you can see now every time we draw it out, there will be a point the market will actually goes into a crazy one. All right, let's draw this properly again. Yeah. Okay, you can see over here right now that when this thing was coming down, okay, the market basically went up twice and then it came down here. Okay, I'll come that later. So what happened now? Okay, when the thing is this, let's take a look. Hold on, yeah, let me run my mouse. Okay, so you can see that right now, when they start to increase the balance sheet, that's where the stock market goes up. So the market that time, the high here itself was about 2780, and the point here is 2650. Okay, that's about 130 points away. Then over here itself, the market did try, but it was pretty stabilized out. Okay, about 130 points. Now 130 points, that means it's roughly about 10,000 points for the Hang Seng to pull back. Yeah, roughly that. So traders need to take note of that. Yeah. All right, so that will be all for the content wise. Let me explain this once again. To me, it's all right. The interest rate factor now is going to hit the market very soon. The tapering up, the QT itself will be the main driver for this, because all along itself, most of the people that I know, they are using the free money from the Federal Reserve to do their investment. But the thing is this, how long can you be doing now? When you look at it now, the charges can come in. So the bull goes moo, the bear goes grr, and the lemming go is different this time. Let's look at the market for today, and China is back with us. Let's take a look. On, yeah, just change some stuff. Okay, China, interesting. China market opens, went down, broke below the 13,866 level and came down and basically rejected the MA itself. And after that hit the MA, it closed above the pole line. So what does it mean then? Well, most likely the market has found some support now. That's like we can see very clearly there's some support around this area. So once the market loses area itself, right, the market will come in, all right, and say, well, all right. So the thing is this: if the market goes down, then this is gonna be all the way here itself, and that will be 13,243. Okay, all right, but that really depends on the market how it moves the next few days. Now, of course, the thing is this: those people who can see the market right now, right, you can feel that the Chinese market is trying its best to bring it to a higher level. But it does seem that right, the thing that happen is not going to happen so soon. So to me, China should have bigger movement in the coming few months. Yeah, watch out for that. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's look at the Dow Jones this morning. Morning to you, David. Okay, so today, we have a problem, Houston. Okay, first of all, the today KSI is green in color. It's down tick, yeah, down tick. That means the market buying is not as strong. So I want to sell above OP, sell above KDR 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, what is happening on US Dow right now? You can see that once it opens, it already opened below the pivot 2, 34,840 is the pivot 2 level, but the market open already started to go down. Okay, right. So this is what's happening right now. So now take note now, my friend. This is a BMB. Yesterday, the Dow Jones created a new BMB. New, yeah. Okay. So now, hold on a minute. Let's get my screen. Now, what happened is this figure here is out in terms of the low. This guy low is 34,581. 34,581. Okay. If the market is to break down below 34,581, we should see a little bit more selling. Okay. But as I say again, if this is very clear, the opening price is already below pivot 2. So today, right, below OP, below pivot 2, CCYR is a sell. Agreeable? Yeah, so that's why today is more to sell than buy. Okay, let's take a look, see the trade. Okay, you can see now, you can see this is what's happening right now. The market opens. And what should we do? CCYR at the KDR 1, 2, 3, minus 1, 2, 3, look out for it. So now it's coming down. Most likely it will stabilize at KDR minus KDR for a while before we have any big movement. Yeah. Okay, suspect that will happen. Okay. Now this is the Nasdaq. Let's do a Nasdaq day chart first. Now that's a day chart also below P2. Oh my God. Two charts all below P2. KSI is green, but it's actually lowering. So that again tell me that not safe. All right. So for Nasdaq, very simple. If it breaks below here, you will see 14,004. It's a 14,758. Yeah. So I believe that the market will test this figure, 14,758. You'll test first, and then we see how it goes from there. If it tests and rebound, that'll be good. But if the market tests it and instead of rebounding, it goes down further, my God, then we could see as low as 14,500 for the Nasdaq. And I personally think we should be able to go there within the next 2 days. Yeah? What do you think? All right, let me write down for you guys. Do you think the Nasdaq can drop to 14,500? So do you think that the Nasdaq can drop down to 14,500? If you think so, put the word yes. If you say no, can you provide me the reason why? Can you do that? Okay, Anthony say yes. Okay, how about the rest? Okay, so we have quite a few of you saying yes. Loyon, Ray Young, Jesse, Dennis, Richard, Anthony. All right. You guys are all saying it will go down. Yeah, I also think it will go down. My view is about 2 days. Either by Friday latest, we should see that happening Friday. If not, probably Monday latest. Monday. Yeah. Doesn't mean that the market is going to go down, but at least that will pull back the market a little bit, because recently I see a lot of people be calling for buy and very irresponsible buying. That's the point. No, back then when the market, where we call for buy, was because there's a BNB over here, remember? And our KSI turned green color. So we buy here and we buy and we held it for a couple of days and we all profited, right? That was a very good trade. And yeah, that was quite correct. When you buy low, you sell high, you see? So when it was somewhere around here itself, right, that was where we want people to be very careful. But the market did went out another 4 more days. So that's why people say that we were wrong. Then after that, it's all right. When the market pulled back, they call for buy, and then now people get stuck. You understand? Yeah. So it's very unfair for people, especially for students. They put their trust with the trainer, and the trainer, just for personal glorification itself, they just anyhow call. And now when prices are down, they don't know what to do. All right. Now one number to watch out for is this number here itself, 14,367. Now this number is the BNB minus 1x1 extension. Yeah. So if the market do come down beyond 14,500, this figure 14,367 can be triggered, because this is our BNB technique. And of course, if the market breaks the certain technical point like now, it may go down to 14,367 within 3 days. Yeah, 3 to 4 working days at best. So maybe we can see this happening on if today 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, by Monday lah. By Monday, we may see something like this. Yeah, Monday. Monday is what date? Monday is on the 11th. Okay, so today is 6, right? So I'm saying that by a few more days, we may see 14,367. For Dow Jones, not that confident, but for Nasdaq, I'm pretty confident. Yeah, because Nasdaq itself, right, this index is actually built up on really funds that's available in the market. Yeah, not from itself. Okay, S&P 500 also suffering the same thing. The S&P is below 45.67, the pivot 2. So same thing again, likely you will test down to 45.12. Then after 45.12 tested and rebound, that'll be good. But if the market loses 45.12, then the next number can be as low as 44.66. Okay, so this one need to be very careful on this. So traders, watch out for that. Yeah. Hi, good morning to you, Kai. Good morning to you, all the way from Germany. Yeah, welcome, join us. You know, we have a lot of students from international water, and they are really thanking us a lot, because they really can see the value of the TWB system. All right, they focus on the product. They focus really on the product, and they know that the product itself really helped them to make money. Like this morning itself, right? Itman, she just text me this. I just want to just borrow this airtime to just share what she says here. Just give me a moment. So Iman is in USA right now, a mother with 2 kids, if I'm not wrong, or 3 kids. So she really texted me, good morning, Kel. I hope your wife is doing well and your parents and kiddo. I'll show you my first winnings after spending more than 20 months trading on a demo account. She traded demo account for 20 months before she really go live. And I just saw her trade. She deposited about 3,400 US dollar. And within 1 to 2 days, she already made $200. That's very good trading. And she keep her losses small and profit wide. That's very good. Okay, well done. Well, Iman, well done. I'm very proud of you. 20 months of demo trading, then you go live. Wow, this is really one feat that a lot of people want to go do that. Yeah. Okay, well done, Iman. Well done. Now, Hong Kong market this morning itself tried to go down. It gapped down by a few hundred points, but now it's a bit of recovering. Now, Hong Kong itself a little bit interesting. Despite the current situation in Shanghai now, right, Hong Kong market is actually doing pretty okay. All right, not too sure why is that so, but traders are watching it very closely. Okay, now the thing is this, for Hong Kong today is also below pivot 2, right? So by right, it's a sell. So below P2, below OP, it will be a sell, and my figure is it may come down to 1,586. Now, for this thing is that, right, I don't think Hong Kong will go any higher for time being, even though the KSI is green in color. I believe that, right, Hong Kong now, meanwhile, will be stuck around this area here for a while. Okay, done. Let's look at the corner. There's some problem with my screen again. Okay, I need to stop share again as usual. Yeah, I think it's a memory issue. Yeah, hold on a minute. Let's try again. Because I have more than, well, what, the 60 tabs open. All the articles that I use for this morning MAO. That's the reason. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's see whether it's able to move a bit. Okay, it's moving now. Okay, so for Hong Kong itself, right, I suspect that Hong Kong will move sideways for time being. Okay, sideways. And most likely itself, right, even it comes down, it will come down this area here. Now the KSI remain green and it's an uptick green, so the buying interest is definitely there from the bottom. Yeah, so that's why today, if you are going to ask me for Hong Kong, I mean, of course we will short the Hong Kong because of the momentum, but if it goes to KTR -1, -2, -3, definitely I will look to buy Hong Kong. And you can see now it really happened. Beautiful. Hong Kong came down from opening price, went down all the way to KTR -3, stopped there perfectly, and now do a CCRY. It's going up. So this is how you trade, guys. You have to look at the KSI and ask yourself, what do you want to do today? For those who want to buy, just buy. Those who want to sell, just sell. But the thing is, you must know how to sell and buy at the right place. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is going to be very important. Okay. Nikkei. Let's take a look at Nikkei. Oh dear. On Nikkei. Now Nikkei is coming off. Nikkei is coming off. Okay. Nikkei now you can see that it's trading downwards and it broke pivot 2 now. So likely it will be looking downside. Now this how the MA30 is 27,188. Okay, 27,188, and yeah, stop there. The low of today is 27,190. Really perfectly stopped there. Yeah. But the thing is this, the number that I'm looking now is this figure, and that's 26,889. I think that the Nikkei may be going down towards this figure, 26,889, because you can see the KSI has turned red in color. Usually when the KSI turns red in color and it's coming down, there is a very high chance that we'll be able to see the BNB extension to be triggered in this case, 26,889 level. Right, okay, Jason, you still want to join? Okay, we take note of that. Yeah, Susan, take note. Jason Tan, all right, inside the group chat. Okay, remember, guys, those who express a join for the event itself, right? You really must bring one friend. Okay, you have to bring in one friend. We'll give you the right to register first. You're really the first people, right? But once we tell you what time must you finish registration, if you do not do it in time, then after that, when we release the registration to the public or the students of ours, then of course if you don't fit in time, then you may lose out your seat. Yeah, so you have to understand this. We will remind you when we inform you later. Okay, all right. Now for DAX itself, right, yesterday was a doji directional day. Yes, yesterday was a doji directional day. So all you do is look at the KSI. The KSI is red in color, it's uptick. So confirm for sure yesterday, you don't need to think too much. Yesterday is a seller market and a buyer market. So if you remember what you're supposed to do is a seller market, not a buyer market, then let's take a look. All right. Okay. Okay, so first of all, when the market is below OP, right, CCYR to short, don't have, right? Okay, wait for a while. Once you go here itself, this way you can short. And of course, when you go to the KTR -1, CCYR, you short again. And of course, here you short again, CCYR triggering KTR -2. So very clear when you are having a DJDD day, you just have to look out for above OP buy, below OP sell. Below OP, CCYR sell will be the better one. If you want to wait for, if you're using the same colors, then of course there will be a little bit of side effect, yeah. But if not, itself should be fine. So yesterday the DAX was pretty straightforward, just sell according to plan. Okay, crude oil. Okay, let's look at crude oil. Now, crude oil tries to go up, but because of the strategic reserve selling, right, it has some problem of going up. Now, KSI wise is all right. It was red yesterday and it was a downtick red. So, of course, what we saw was that the market basically went up first and then no strength came back down, right? So, this is important information to tell you that, right, the current now, the crude oil price is still pretty low. So, if suddenly there's any big news coming out and crude oil price can shake up, right, then that will take down the entire trend. And of course, by the time that happens, right, we should be able to capture this run. Now, I'm still thinking that there's a very good chance that we can get to look at this together, something like this, okay, whereby the crude oil go up to 113 itself. This is what I'm looking at it. Okay, all right. Okay, so crude oil. Okay, let's look at gold and silver. Okay, gold and silver. Now, yesterday, gold shoot up to 1944. And then fortunately, we got at 1943, just $1 off the day high, and after that, the price has to plunge. Now, for today itself, right, the KSI is green still, even though it's a downtick. That means that there is some selling pressure. And of course, blue bars are still moving up, still right. Okay, so for today, gold, if gold can go above 1928, then that means I will be able to see 1940 in the near term. Okay. Now, if the market breaks below OP, then it's a BNB. Then this is going. Sorry, not BNB. Sorry, it breaks below OP, then the market may come down to this point here. And this point here is all a bit crazy, but it can be done. It's about 1875. Okay. Now KSI green, we know blue bars is very difficult for the thing to come down, but since now it's below P2, right, we will not engage this. Only when the market goes above P2 1925, then maybe we can look at gold again. Yeah. All right. Now yesterday, Ethereum finally fell after hitting a high. Okay, about 56, about 3600 level around here, and then now it come off. CCYR positioning now 3231. Yeah, 3231 is the padlock. Is a lock here, so at BNB -1 × 1. So if the market goes down further, 3231 will be the level to watch out for. Yeah, that will be the number, and it's pretty near to the MA 200 too. 3275 level, pretty nearby. Okay. All right. Last but not least, it will be the Bitcoin. Now the Bitcoin tumbled yesterday because of what's going on. Okay, so the Bitcoin tumbled from 47,000, tumbled all the way down to 44,000. And we all know that these are all KCV level. Okay, we just have to take note that 44, 40, and 42 levels here. Now this is also now below P2, right? Currently now the Donald Trump, this BTC is now below P2, and if the market close below P2, then very high chance we'll see the market going down and close near the low on this area here. My target is still here, 42,361. I think that when it hit there, probably I will call for a little short more buy, and then after that it may continue to fall again. Okay, all right. So that will be all for today's MAO. Okay, pretty shorter than usual because I have no time to gather more notes for you, but don't worry, tomorrow or Friday when we go live once again, I will share more with you. So to just do a quick summary, it's all right. To me, Federal Reserve, Brenner coming out really already makes a very strong stand that she wants to, want the Federal Reserve to increase their to reduce their balance sheet ASAP. And I strongly believe that the figure should be about $100 billion. Now, the thing back is all right. The last time when we do something like this is all right, where we have about 40 billion, the market shake easily 2%. So to reduce by about this amount, right, the market may not be able to take it, but that is part of it. Yep. Okay, all right, that will be all for today. Hope you enjoy yourself. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys again tomorrow live on here. Okay, for my student. This is Cal signing off. Bye-bye.
Yeah.